Hello, my name is Mars. I am clearly not a professional video maker, YouTuber, or whatever. I just wanted to make a video about my experiences with David Zyla's color system. I will say that this is just my opinion. This is just my perspective, no one else's. And in terms of factual arguments or putting words in Zyla's mouth or putting words in the system's mouth, I don't intend to try to do that. As much as it pains me to say it, I could be wrong. I'm a Sagittarius, so I hate saying I'm wrong, but I could be wrong. But I hope I can at least sort of get things right in my explanations and convey what I want to convey. At first when I read the book, I was honestly confused. Now looking back at the book, it makes a lot more sense what he meant, but the text medium, point blank, is extremely difficult to communicate ideas of color and style. And even the internet, even internet groups or places online where they talk about it, even with pictures, even with representations, it's so hard to capture what you mean. It's a very almost abstract system. I wouldn't say it's as abstract as some other systems I've seen, but it is very it's about vision and it's about artistry and creativity. I do respect Zyla. I respect his talent and his work. I do think he has a gift for color specifically, and I think with any person who has something naturally within them or even something that has been honed over decades of experience, it's going to be hard to communicate those ideas to the lay person or even to someone who does have a lot of experience with color and style. I think he did his genuine best at trying to convey what he was saying. I think especially the things within the archetypes, like adding scents, adding celebrities, adding even art movements and things like that, he was trying to communicate the vibe and the overall feel of things and to communicate, okay, summer is this kind of relaxed, effortless, calm season, whereas spring is more of rejuvenation and energy and bubbliness, and I think it came off maybe differently than he meant it. I wanted to provide my perspective on this system in terms of women of color. So I am a woman of color, I'm half black. In other style systems, I might be typed as an autumn by default just because of my features not being light, so to speak. I've been seeing comments around the internet saying things like, do I belong in this system? I have brown hair, brown eyes, brown skin. Is he saying that I should only wear brown? Or is this just yet another system that ignores the nuances of the coloring within women of color and the broad variety of shades that we can support and we can wear and look beautiful in? When I read these things, I feel sorry that people feel, oh, here's another thing that's gonna, blow up, another color and style system that just doesn't work for me or that I don't belong in. I don't want people to feel that way, and I don't think that this system is that way. I actually was inspired to see Zyla in person in the first place because of beautiful examples I've seen online of women of color who have palettes that are done by him and who look radiant. And they're of all types of seasons. They're not just winter and autumn. There's space for us in many of the seasons. I think that David himself is someone who can see those things very accurately and in a way that supports those features. However, reading his book and trying to do it yourself can be difficult because if you have not basically trained yourself to see kind of what he sees or what the system is trying to convey, if you haven't seen many examples and comparisons and had things pointed out to you, it will be hard to find your colors, and you might just say, okay, well, I guess I just wear brown because I don't know, I'm not seeing green and purple in my eyes, I don't know where he's getting that. So that we can speak the same language about this, I first wanted to talk about what is color. Color, scientifically, is not a property of the matter that it exists in. It's the way that light absorbs, reflects, interacts with that matter. For example, it's not just my eyes are brown. It's how does wearing, green or blue affect the way light reflects and the way it interacts with my eyes. Imagine being in a plain white room and how you feel. Then imagine being in a dark green room, very, very dark. You're going to have different, maybe not emotional feelings, but it's gonna seem different in the room. It's not just the literal properties of the color, but it's how does this color interact with other colors? How does it interact with different lighting? How does it interact alongside different features? And what colors can I see reflecting off of my features in order to make the whole of me and my coloring?